Hey guys, what's up? I am the Stormchild. So today a very special video, and maybe you're thinking, oh yeah, this metalhead fulfills all the cliches and he's a Game of Thrones fan. Yes, I was. No, just kidding. I think we all have more or less the same opinion. Then the first 7 seasons were awesome, especially the first one, and then it was a bit down, but still okay. But with the 8th season, they just ruined it. I think the most of the people have the same opinion, and I think every drunk full idiot on the whole world could have written a better ending than they have done. But that is not what I'm talking about today, because still I love the series in a way for many reasons, and I have to tell you a little story. I'm so sorry, but this is going to be a long video, I'm pretty sure about it, because I have so many things on my mind, but I have to tell you this story. Because, yeah, many years ago, when the first season came out, a good friend of mine came to me and said, oh, I have this new series, you have to watch it. And we watched it together, and honestly I wasn't so interested at this time. It was just like, I watched the first 2 episodes and it was just like, yeah, okay. And I never watched it again. No joke, really. That was the case. I wasn't sold from the first 2 episodes. And years later, I'm talking about, exactly 2 years ago, I met my now beautiful girlfriend, Christina, and she's a big Game of Thrones fan. And we talked about that. In the very beginning, we haven't seen us since a month, since the first met ever, and we just written via our cell phones that when we met we will watch Game of Thrones together, because she said, you have to like it, you're gonna like it, I'm absolutely sure about it. And so yeah, I've met this beautiful girl and we watched all the seasons, and in the meanwhile we're getting closer, we're getting together, which is absolutely awesome. And we have gotten us a lot of time to get together, because we just want to know each other better, because that is always better if you know the person you have a relationship with. And that's no joke. We came together in our holidays 5 months later, really. And that was also the time we watched the last episode of the 7th season. So we need all Game of Thrones seasons to get together. This is so romantic, isn't it? It's so beautiful. So special thing about me with this series, and I just love it. And as you all know, I'm a big music lover, soundtrack lover. I'm a big Hans Zimmer fan especially, but I love a lot of music soundtracks. And yeah, I was also absolutely fascinated by the great soundtracks of Game of Thrones. So with this serious thing you have a bit of a problem, like for everybody you have a theme or anything, so it comes and comes again, and it's a bit difficult to make this creative that it sounds new every time in every season, and you have the attention to the music. This is really a difficult work. So it's not like just writing songs for a movie. It's just like, okay, you have to get the attention for many hours of the fans. And yeah, there was one track on season 6, and I think that's I'm not sure the most popular one, but I think everybody loved this one, because that was really, I watched the series and the music was better than the scenes I saw, and the scenes were so strong, so it was just a bit better. It was absolutely fantastic. I'm talking about season 6, Light of the Seven. This piece of music is a piece of art, one of the best songs ever written, in my opinion. It was just like, I was watching, like, oh my god, especially because of the music. So the season 6 was not the strongest one, but these scenes when this song came along, it was so great. I just love it. I just have goosebumps while talking about it. This is amazing. So yeah, written by Ramin Djawadi, absolutely great songwriter. He has proven this through Game of Thrones. Many great main themes. This is the most difficult part, but I think everybody knows these themes who ever watched Game of Thrones, and when a melody comes on, you know exactly what's going on, and that makes it so special and difficult to write movie music. So yeah, I just want to listen to it. I know it's a long track. If you haven't heard it, I can imagine nobody would click on this video if you have never heard this song. It's really impossible. And if you never heard this one, this is going to be an art of music, as we all love. This is one of the best tracks ever written. So lovely, so beautiful. Light of 7. Let's do it. Yeah, what a massive song, and great emotions all over the way. I'm still absolutely stuck every time I hear this song. This is so beautiful. The last time I've heard it, it was on Christmas. That's no joke. When I've made my Christmas gift to my beautiful girlfriend, and it was one of the best gifts ever. But I won't tell you because it's her gift and it's so special that nobody would ever understand it. But it took me hours and hours and hours, and still on Christmas Eve I was working on it and listened to Game of Thrones season 6 soundtrack. So yeah, so amazing. I still can't believe it every time when I hear it. It's goosebumps all over the way. And one of the best build-up songs ever, definitely. This is so great. And I love build-ups. Maybe that's the reason why I love Hans Zimmer so much, because he's, for me, the master of build-ups, but now he has really someone who stands up to him with this song, because it's just getting massive and big and bigger and bigger, but also in some kind of a simple way. When you just listen to the instruments, it's just like there are so many instruments working here. It is just like especially this piano with this absolutely fantastic sound. This is amazing. So yeah, I'm also playing the piano, so I know what's going on. I don't have the money for such a great piano like with this sound. This is a bit sad, but maybe one day. But it's just like when you have your headphones on. I think that's the first time I ever listened to this song with headphones. It's just like you hear this massive piano, and I just love it. Really, it's just like this composition is not the most complicated ever, but that makes it so special to make out of a few notes so great music. This is unbelievable. And I just saw Apocalyptica live 2 days ago, and especially in the end I was just wondering, oh, that would be also perfect to make a little of a cover, maybe not of the whole song, but just from the melody. I think the whole crowd would be going nuts if they just recognized this melody, because as I said in the beginning, maybe it's a bit of a cliche that a lot of metal guys also are fan of this series. So I know a lot of other people who are also fan of this, but in the metal world it's also I always talked about that to other people who are not in the metal scene, is that metal music is for me the best music ever. Of course, I have to say it, and I definitely mean it. That is why I'm absolutely metalhead, is because for me metal and classical music are so close together. And a lot of bands do that, bring that together, a lot of bands. So what I'm trying to say is, I think that especially such kind of series with such kind of music, and also with these great outfits and everything that fits perfect to the metal world, and also these yeah, these fighting with swords and everything. I know exactly what's going on, but that makes us. But we have to talk about the music. Now I'm talking too fast for my brain. I have to think in English. That is the most difficult part here on my channel. So yeah. The music is so great, so it would be also be perfect as a intro for such kind of a big metal band. Maybe a bit too long, but a part of. But I think that would be maybe really expensive. I don't know, but so great. I just love it. I love it. The best musical piece of Game of Thrones. Maybe you have some other opinion, maybe you can tell me that in the comments. But I have to talk a bit also about Game of Thrones itself. I have started a bit at the beginning. I have to drink something. Now I have a new drink while I listen to the song, because I knew it's going to be long. Yeah, we have to talk a bit of Game of Thrones. As I told, I just really watched this 2 years ago. I started. Which was good in a way, because I have 7 seasons to watch. I haven't wait till the new season. That was great. I just have to wait 1 year to season 8. And yeah, I have talked about that in the beginning. That was, I think, one of the most saddest stories ever in TV history. Because I think it's the most successful series of all time. I'm not sure about the numbers. Maybe you can help me out with this. But one of the most watched series ever. And it was really a shame how this turned out. After 2 years of waiting for the fans who watch every series in the same year. Not me. I have... Yeah, for me it wasn't so bad, because I just have to wait 1 year till the last season came out. But it was really a shame, and it's so sad. But when I listened to this song, I was just wanted to start to watch this series once again. And in my brain I have a perfect ending for this series, I think, as everybody. And everybody has another opinion or other ideas. But as I said in the beginning, I think everybody on earth had a better idea than they had to put this season 8 on it. And that is really something that makes me mad. Even my father, so my father don't have a TV at home. He's never watching TV, never. But for some kind, he started watching Game of Thrones because my sister have these DVDs and just gave him to him, and he watched it. And then he was becoming addicted, like everybody who watches the first 1, 2, 3 seasons. And we talked about that, and he even was so mad. And I've never thought that my father becomes so mad about a TV series. I never thought that, because he's really someone who's never watching TV, just reading books and everything. And he was so mad, and we talked about that hours. Also with my girlfriend, when we watched season 8, after the 3rd period, it was just like, it ended, and I was just like, okay, I have to smoke a cigarette and I need a lot of drinks, because this is going to be end like shit. And it was even worse. It was really the bad thing. But I don't want to get too bad, because as I said, we have 7 great seasons and 1 bad, really bad. And I still appreciate what they have done in this season, because they were a big part of my life in the last 2 years. That was the reason I have my girlfriend now. That sounds so stupid, but that's really the case, because we were just like, I have to show you, it was just like, I'm really a shy person when it comes to girls and something. Even in my age, I'm 32 now, but it was just like, we were sitting here on my couch, like she was sitting here and I was just sitting here. It was just like far away from each other, and we watching episode after episode after episode, and we were just like coming closer together. It was just really, and I think in the middle of episode of season 2, so we're talking about hours, really hours, a whole weekend, we were just like a bit close. And in the end of season 2, she was laying in my arm. That was really cool. Nothing happens. And yeah, then when we met 2 weeks later, we watching again. It was just like, turn out we were just getting closer. And at the end of it, we were together. So that means a lot to me, really, because for some people it sounds so stupid, I know, but yeah, and for me, this song, besides of course the main theme of it all, I think everybody sings along when it comes. There's no chance you don't gonna do it. It's just like da, 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 da. I just learned it on the piano for accident, really, and I just showed it my girlfriend also because I was so proud and sending her a video. Oh, I can play the main theme of Game of Thrones. It's not so difficult. So yeah, I've talked way enough. I'm so sorry. I could talk about Game of Thrones forever, especially about my hatred about the last season. Yeah, but now tell me your thoughts about this song. If you're still watching, thank you really. So yeah, I think I just have to stop right now. I love this song. One of the coolest songs for a soundtrack ever, in my opinion, because it's really touching, great piece of music. Just amazing. So yeah, I leave you alone with this. Maybe you can tell me a bit of your thoughts, of your stories about Game of Thrones. Maybe you have a bit of the same story than I did. That would be very interesting. And of course, if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. It would be so awesome, and I really hope we see us the next time on the Stormchild. Bye.